Today is Wednesday, the 16th day of April 2025, about 6:30 in the evening, and we are at Lake Livingston State Park, and you see that Bakba Trail that points straight ahead and to the right. Well, that's it, to the right. This is a loop, but we're not going to be doing the whole thing because it's late. I'm going to do a little part of this one, then a part of a green one that I'll show you when we get to that. And just try to get a little bit of exercise and see what these trails here offer. You hear there's a singing bird up there. Pretty wide trail. Other than that, just more or less a pine trail for the most part, looks like to me. Some other trees mixed in. Let's go see what we can see. Alright, thought I'd bring you this because ain't much more interesting so far. But see how that's completely broke. It goes all the way down there. And the bugs are getting pretty bad, I can tell you. But, you know, make of that what you will. Sort of like an axe, I guess, is the shape of it. And you see the trail goes on. It still looks pretty much the same. Yeah, and you can see this big root ball here on this big tree. A lot of little roots on that thing. I'm surprised. I guess that's why it fell. It ain't got no great big ones. But there's all kinds of fallen trees in this forest, I can tell you that. So that's about it that's interesting so far. Alright, so we've got to where we're going to switch. You see, we've come down. We started up here and we came down this red one here. Now we're going to take this trail. Boy, the bugs are bad. Take this green trail around like this. Take it all the way over to here. Then we're going to hit this Bakba Trail on this side. Take it right back up. All the way there. Then come down and go over to where we're camping at there. So, you see the Bakba Trail, that sign says. That's where we came from. That's where it goes to, but we're not taking this section. This is the Piney Woods Nature Trail right there, you can see. It is a boardwalk trail, and as you can see, it's on a boardwalk. Kind of amazing, huh? Yeah, I can do a time warp, yeah. So, I'm being requested to do a time warp. So we'll do that for a little while and see how that comes out, alright? So stick around, that'll be the next clip. Alright, so here we've come to the duck pond here. See, it's got a couple little benches to sit at. Underwater hide and seek. Oh, there's catfish and a frog and a big old snake and another snake. But here, look, we got some decent reflections tonight. Even though we've got big old trees and stuff. Hey, look what I found. Enjoy the little things. A couple little gnome guys. But yeah, don't see any ducks here in the duck pond. But there are some decent reflections, I gotta say, here at least. And we got a really cool breeze, so that feels good. So, let me show you a couple other things we just ran across too. You see, we actually came from that way right there on this boardwalk. And the duck pond is behind us. There's this little seating area here. Become a birder. So you can see all of that. So yeah, so this is a bird blind actually. You see this little building? Yeah, it says bird blind right on it for sure now. So you can see that's the area. But we're here probably a little late for birds, but you know, here we are anyway. But you see, that says bird blind. And here you go. Here's what people's writing down what they've been seeing and when they've been seeing it. Got this little seat here and that seat over there. And yeah, I gotta say, I don't see any birds at all. But see, right there's part of the duck pond right there in front of us. So, you know, they would have water to drink out of that. But I don't see any bird feeders or anything. You know, so that doesn't draw them. But they got a whole bunch of honeysuckle right there. and I think a dogwood over there. And then people's written their names, and you see all this stuff they've put on here. You know, people have to deface everything. But that's the bird blind. So let's go and keep looking and seeing what we can find on down this boardwalk. Okay, so we're getting up to something else more interesting. First of all, you see this great big long log through here. But as the boardwalk, you see how it widens out big time. You got all this, what really looks like seating area right around these stumps, you see. Look at that. There's a little stump on that one. Now that one don't have any stumps, but you see how that's made almost like a diamond shape. Got a trash can there. Now here, bug-eyed. There's a ladybug, and man, look at that guy. He's got some problems. A bee, butterfly there. Another diamond-shaped sitting area. Then plants in that one, and a little stump too. And a bigger stump in that. Wow, man, very, very loose board. I just stepped on creaked. But yeah, we're heading right up there. That looks like the parking lot. And we're going to pick up the Bakba Trail from there and start making our way back. So let's go check on that. All right, now at the very beginning of this video, you saw that sign right there. I showed it to you, and we went that way. Well, we just came back from this way. It's just a big, long walk down this trail that looks just like this. Right out here is the main road, and a little piece up through there, and we're back home again. So I'm going to close this thing out, and hope you enjoyed it. And there was a few good things on it anyway. And I'll see you on the next one.